Welcome to this webinar. I'm Larry Bohumer. Today's webinar focuses on the power of using sensors, connectivity, and software to enable a very powerful application called asset management. The goal today is to cover many of the gains that you will see from using this type of application. We'll do our best to do two things. First, we'll use real-life and easy-to-understand examples that leave out a lot of that technical jargon. Second, we'll try to use some examples that have broad appeal. So even if your organization is in an area that's not covered, you should see how these applications can help, regardless of the size and market that you're in. This webinar is just one of a collection that we have available to help you with your IoT journey. In some previous ones, we walked through how to pick the best IoT network for your application, covering 7 different cellular choices, yes, 7, and 7 different non-cellular choices, including popular ones like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Finally, many people connect remote devices and sensors to IoT gateways and routers, including some of the examples that we're going to show you today. Look for our webinar that covers the top 10 things you need to know to select the best IoT router or gateway for your application today and in the future. In case you're wondering who I am and what my background is in the world of IoT, I've been involved in this space since the late 1990s, working at a carrier, a rugged hardware manufacturer, and as a consultant before my time at Novotech. Hopefully this gives me a unique perspective on the benefits that companies can receive by using the correct IoT solution. If I may, I strongly encourage you to check out our weekly podcast, The Internet of Things Made Simple, which is available wherever you get your podcast, and to read hundreds of IoT-focused blogs at novotech.com/blog. And if I may, I wanted to go over a bit about Novotech. Novotech has also been in the field of IoT for close to 20 years, helping customers of all sizes and in different markets achieve their IoT goals. We encourage you to reach out to us to get started. Our contact information is on the final slide. Now, on to the webinar. During this webinar, we're going to cover an awful lot of things in a very short time period. 1, we're going to give you a brief description of what asset management is. 2, like a lot of solutions, there are benefits that virtually all organizations, regardless of what you do or how big you are, will see from using an asset management solution. From there, we're going to delve into 8 different markets to cover some more specific examples of how keeping a closer eye on your valuable assets can improve all aspects of your business. Don't worry if your organization does not fall under one of these. We will cover the benefits in a way that at least a few of them will no doubt help your organization as well. Finally, we're going to recap by giving you 5 takeaway points about the power of asset management. You do not want to miss these. What is asset management? Like a lot of things in technology, this explanation can be as complex as you want it to be. I will try to avoid using too much industry jargon by saying it uses the power of 3 separate technologies to bring you the data you need and to do so in a manner that's very usable to you. The first component is sensors. Sensors are good at one thing. They give you the status of an item or an area. This could be its temperature, the level of humidity, or about 100 other items. Getting the sensor information to you is the responsibility of the connectivity side of the house. This includes local area technologies, think Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and long-haul technologies, think cellular connectivity or plugging into your office or home internet connection. Finally, without software, the information from sensors does not make a lot of sense. The software side allows you to make sense of it. It shows you trends in temperature in a graph or lets you get a text to let you know an important device is not working. When you combine all 3 of these together, you get the power of asset management. Now, all companies and organizations are just a bit different. Not only do you do or make different things, you have different priorities as to how you wish to operate. Because of that, each organization may find a different set of benefits from any given IoT solution that is very unique to them. However, there are a number of benefits that every company should not only see, but be able to improve from. One of the biggest sources of lost productivity is duplication, often due to a lack of information being shared across your company. IoT allows for real-time information that can be easily shared, allowing your teams to make better decisions and have less downtime. IoT helps safety in a few ways. Work-alone solutions, while not asset management solutions per se, help keep your team safe while working alone. However, asset management solutions also warn your team of a dangerous situation, allowing them to take any necessary precautions. By sticking to the maintenance schedule better, and by warning you if key devices are not working well, you can extend their life in the field, allowing you to save money and downtime. How does IoT help you reduce waste? Smart cooling solutions allow you to know if the temperature is too high or too low in key storage areas, preventing unwanted spoilage. On the non-perishable side, it helps keep track of all your inventory and shipments, lowering the chance of duplication. Nothing is more frustrating, either for your customer service person or for the customer themselves, when your team cannot give the answers that the customer needs. IoT allows your team to know what is going on and often make changes over the air to fix issues. Finally, when you eliminate waste, duplication, and ensure that all your machines are operating at their peak condition, you're going to lower your energy bills. The first industry that we're going to look at is the food industry, which is huge, as it includes restaurants, food merchants, food storage, food processing, food delivery, and much more. One area of food that leads to a lot of waste and extra cost is with refrigeration. Asset management solutions often include AI-based software, which can help optimize your fridge use and even offer great marketing information about your customers. If you want customers to be happy, they need to be comfortable. Knowing what the temperature, amount of light, and more in your key areas helps to reduce heating and cooling costs and improve customer satisfaction. Did those strawberries get here before that batch? Considering the amount of food at many restaurants, it's often hard to tell, resulting in a lot of wasted product. Using RFID tags to let you know when to use up food reduces waste and unnecessary spoilage. Finally, every part of the food industry uses some sort of cleaning, chopping, processing, or cooking machine. Keeping these machines running at maximum efficiency lengthens their time in the field, reduces downtime, and lowers your energy bill. Now, more than ever before, retailers need to cut costs, improve their level of service, and find ways to get people to get their butt off the couch from where they can order millions of things from pages like Amazon. Asset management solutions are helping retailers in several ways. By monitoring key storage areas, retailers are often able to reduce waste, improve security, and keep better track of inventory levels. In most cases, a retailer is not too concerned if somebody walks around the store with items in their cart. However, make it a $10,000 bottle of wine at a store, and it makes sense that people want to keep an eye on it. Be notified of any changes to a product, if its container has been opened, and even keep track of it if somebody were to leave the store. One does not often think of a retailer as having a lot of key pieces of equipment, but depending on the type of store, it might be a cutting machine, hair dryers, or even that important HVAC system. IoT solutions keep them up and running at all times. How do you know where your shipments are? Whether it is when it's on its way to your location from the manufacturer, between your locations, or even inside of your warehouse. There are solutions to help you with all aspects of a product's journey. Finally, many retailers are looking to reduce their cost, especially for energy, but they need to do it in a way that does not sacrifice their level of customer service. IoT solutions can eliminate unnecessary light use, lower down HVAC costs, and even let you know of unauthorized use of key machines. Now close your eyes and think of construction. If you're like me, you might think of big, heavy equipment, hardworking men and women, and very dangerous work. But the reality is that construction is quickly adopting many different IoT and asset management solutions to help with all aspects of their work. A construction site is often a place that brings the thrill of playing with toys that many of us used in sandboxes to life. But unlike the sandbox versions, these machines are not only incredibly expensive, they need to keep working to prevent costly and unwanted downtime. Asset management solutions help keep these devices working and alert to any imminent failure that might be occurring. Even at smaller sites that don't use heavy machinery, There are valuable tools, think hammers, jacks, drills, and more, that need to be available when needed. Solutions enable you to locate them easily and be notified if somebody is trying to steal them. As mentioned, construction sites are dangerous places. One of the ways to make them safer is to have a better understanding of the work environment. Ranging from the presence of unwanted water, excessive heat and vibration, to humidity levels that can damage material, sensors allow project managers to keep things running and to reduce costs. Finally, materials are expensive, ranging from building materials to the diesel fuel used to keep machines running. Asset management solutions allow you to keep track of these things, both on and off the job site. In the world of agriculture, they are constantly be expected to do more, produce more food, produce better quality food, and have the food spend less time in a truck, and do it all by creating less impact on the environment. Asset management solutions help farmers do just that. One of the most valued commodities in the world is clean water, and much of the water we use is to grow the food we eat. By having a better understanding of the current status of the crops and the amount of rain that has fallen, farmers can reduce the amount of water that is required to grow the food we need. Once the food is grown, it often has to be stored. As well, farms use a lot of different liquids, like fertilizers and fuel. Asset management solutions improve both the storage of finished goods and help alert to low levels of key items that are needed to keep things running on the farm. Farmers use a lot of equipment, often during planting and harvesting. IoT helps to prevent them from being stolen, as well as to alert to any potential costly downtime. This also helps to lengthen the life of the device in the field, improving the return on investment for the farm owner. Ranchers are looking for ways to improve the life and value of their prized herd. IoT solutions help keep track of their location, but equally important, they help keep track of the health of the animal using biometrics. So yes, a Fitbit for cattle. One of the largest vertical markets in the world is the area of moving things around, or logistics and transportation. Trillions of dollars a year is spent on such services, and asset management solutions are a big part of how they've streamlined operations, reduced cost, and improved their bottom line. Most people understand the value of tracking your vehicles, be it a plane, train, or automobile. By knowing where they are, you can increase employee safety, reduce costs, and improve your productivity. It isn't just your vehicles that can be tracked either. Low-cost solutions allow for tracking a key item around a facility, a city, or even around the world. Sometimes, items need to stay at your warehouse for a while, and many of those items may have very specific requirements for things like heat, vibration, and temperature. Even if those items are not that sensitive, sensors allow you to know if there's a presence of an intruder, a natural disaster, or a flood before it's too late. Finally, if an item can get lost in your garage, imagine a large warehouse facility. Keep track of skids, forklifts, emergency equipment, and much more by using low-cost tracking solutions that can reduce downtime and costs. For the purposes of this slide, we look at property management based on if you manage a property, regardless of whether you're the owner or not. So this would include professional property managers, school boards, recreational property owners, and hotel owners, just to name a few. Whether it is your own employees, tenants, or guests, keeping them comfortable is good for business, but you want to do so in a way that controls your heating and energy costs. Asset management solutions let you know if the temperature and humidity are too high or too low and allow you to optimize your key HVAC systems. There are important machinery that's involved in the operation of any building, including boilers, furnaces, AC units, and more. Keeping an eye on them maximizes their life, lowers down their operation costs, and prevents unwanted downtime. Lowering down lights and temperature when no one is there to enjoy them is just one of the ways that asset management solutions help reduce your cost. They can also let you know if valuable heat is escaping through an open or drafty window. Nothing wastes time and money more than having garbage picked up when it does not need to be. However, you also don't want to run the risk of your bins running too full either. Get notified when bins are ready to be picked up. Security is a key to any successful building, as you need to keep your team, occupants, and any guests safe. There are many solutions, including ones that help to notify you of unwanted guests and ones that help keep key areas lit to improve safety. Even with the boom in working remotely and from home, millions of people still do their work in an office every day. In addition to the benefits from the previous slide on property management, here is how asset management solutions can improve life at the office. There are many important pieces of equipment in the average office, including photocopiers, AV equipment, and much more. Asset management solutions can help keep those available, as well as specialized equipment like exam equipment at a doctor's office. No one ever seems happy with the temperature at any given office. Localized temperature, humidity, and light sensors help keep individual areas at the right levels, increasing your team's productivity levels. There are many dangers at an office, not just office politics and bad coffee. Vibration, water, and noise sensors help alert you to things like earthquakes, floods, and unfortunately, gun violence to help keep everyone safe. An important part to your company's bottom line is to keep costs down without sacrificing your service level. Things like reducing heating and cooling costs, as well as electricity usage, help do that. And by the way, they're also good for the environment as well. Every day, millions of workers work in some of the toughest conditions on the planet, doing work that's rewarding and dangerous. The work they do is often vital to our day-to-day life, so we need to ensure that things keep running smoothly and, of course, safely. Asset management solutions maximize the uptime of key devices, alert to potential dangers, and give workers the information they need to make very informed decisions. There are hundreds of different types of industrial applications, but here are 4 that offer easy-to-understand benefits. Keeping oil and gas production up and running is very big business and something that's vital to the world's economy. IoT helps to keep track of all aspects of the production cycle. Factories are becoming very high-tech with the introduction of automation. Asset management solutions help to further that by keeping machines running and alerting to any issues before they cause downtime. When you think of pipelines, the natural thought is energy being shipped, and that's obviously an important part of our economy. However, liquid from water to industrial chemicals and more also use pipelines. Asset management solutions alert to any potential failure well before they happen. Finally, some of the most important work done anywhere is in laboratories. Asset management solutions help to protect workers, as well as to keep the areas optimal to avoid issues or possible contamination. Now, you may say to yourself, this all sounds great, but we're a small company, or we only have one location. I'm not sure if these solutions are for us. They sound like they're only good for big companies. Asset management solutions come in all shapes and sizes, and they can be as technical or advanced as you want or need them to be. So you are a small business owner. The solutions can be set up in minutes, and you get the alerts that you want. A fridge not working, a key machine not turning on, or get a notification when your team arrives in the morning. The solutions are all securely hosted and require nothing more than a smartphone or a tablet to get started. For the medium business customer, you may have some more advanced systems to work with, and you may wish to share the data into different departments. So you might want your finance team to get information on the lifespan of equipment, while you want your operations team to be notified of outages. Solutions can also allow you to customize what you need, and you can use existing systems that your team is already comfortable with. Finally, we have the enterprise. No 2 companies ever do things truly the same way in this space. Asset management solutions are flexible to let you set them up how you want. Leave them as standalone solutions. Integrate them into existing CRM or ERP systems, or any combination that meets your needs today and in the future. Sometimes, when someone throws a lot of information at you, like I just did, it can be overwhelming. To help, I wanted to do a quick recap of 5 things you need to know about asset management and how it helps your organization. 1. Every business has some sort of expensive equipment. Cars, HVAC systems, stoves, printers, you name it. They can all have their lifespan increased by ensuring they're running at optimal condition at all times. 2. When you keep things running optimally, they also run more efficiently. This lowers down your operation cost, like utilities, and the cost of maintenance and repairs. 3. When your team has better information, they make better decisions. This leads to things running better and to be able to fix customer issues faster, often before the customer is even aware of an issue. 4. When your team has access to information, they spend less time on the phone and doing investigations. This makes them more productive. And 5, going green is good for your pocketbook and for the environment. Lowering down your energy cost is good for both. Okay, that's it. You're done. Many thanks for taking time to watch this webinar. As always, we welcome your feedback on what you liked and how we can do better next time. Novotech is here to help you get started on any aspect of your IoT journey, including asset management solutions. We have reseller partners and integrators all over North America, as well as a number of IoT sales and technical professionals to help you get from business case to deployment. If you are interested in learning more about IoT, we have hundreds of blogs, white papers, and more on our webpage. Finally, we encourage you to follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks again. Take care. I'm Larry Boy Humor.